You're thinking about cheating on your woman. I'm here to tell you, do not do it. Bro, don't do it. Why? Because the very fact that you clicked on this video and you're still listening to me now lets me know that you don't really want to, or you're in two minds. That's number one. Number two, I'm Kieran. I'm a relationship coach. I've been in the game for 8 years, transforming people's dating and relationship lives. So thank you for being here, but let's go. Like, look, if you do it and she finds out, it will crush and kill her. And you know it will. You see the way that she looks at you? There's a warmth and there's a softness, there's a bond, there's a connection. You see a side of her that nobody else ever sees, right? Because there's a level of trust. She literally has placed trust in you. If you do it, it's something that you know, but you're probably trying to avoid. That will go. Have you ever had a woman who really cared about you? Like she really did, like she loved you or something. And then have you ever messed that up in some way or just watched her situation change or her opinion of you change? And then it's like it's a different person. She's cold. There's a wall between you and her. Maybe eventually it's healed, or maybe it isn't. Maybe she's never, ever, ever the same. And are you prepared to have that happen? Are you prepared to have her just leave and she's gone? And then months and years later, you see her on social media and whatever, and she's with some new man. And this new man was smart enough to not make the mistake that you're contemplating. Like, do you want that? Probably not. What if you just have to spend months and years trying to win her over? And you go for that fear and the existential angst. What about that? Let's say that she doesn't go. Let's say she stays. But she's broken. And she will be broken. And here's the thing. Let's say let's say she does it to you. Let's say, and this is how women are likely to cheat, right? So she gets in a conversation with a man from work, Greg from HR. Greg from HR is quite funny, and they have like water cooler banter and things like this. Then one day they swap numbers for some innocent reason that I can't think of off the top of my head, but they do. And they start texting. And the thing is, she really likes texting Greg because Greg is warm and he's funny. There's just something about her that connects her to Greg and she likes it. But the thing is, Greg likes texting her too. So they chat more and more and more and more and more to the point where she builds an emotional connection with Greg that she did not have with you. Or at least she did have with you, but she doesn't have anymore. Greg starts to replace you in her mind. And she starts confiding in Greg about you, texting him when she's next to you in bed. But like she's kind of tilting her phone because she doesn't want you to see. Because even though Greg and her haven't said anything overtly naughty, you could just see like she's spending way too much time chatting to this guy for it to be nothing. Then it eventually becomes sexual, becomes physical. Then now she is getting dressed up. Like she's wearing sexier clothes to go to work than she was ever wearing before. She's wearing sexier clothes outside of work than she was ever wearing before. But not for you, but like to meet other people. Ah, that's interesting. Now she starts working out in the gym more. She doesn't want to spend time with you. Sex with you dies down. And sex with Greg boosts the hell up. You see, in her head, she's now in a relationship with Greg. She ain't with you. She ain't with you and your black ass. She's now with Greg. How would you feel if you found that out? You'd be broken, crushed, destroyed, hurt, wounded, ripped to pieces, all that kind of stuff. And that's exactly how she's going to be. I know you're a smart guy. And you know how I know you're a smart guy? Because I'm a smart guy and I don't attract idiots. If you're watching this video and you're like resonating with me, you got a brain. And what that means is that you know how to do this and get away with it. Because I do. You could get another phone. You could leave the phone elsewhere, like at work or something. You could get an eSIM and text women from the eSIM. There's things that you could do that means she'd never find out. This isn't even about her finding out. Because the thing is this, you would know. You will know, and that will eat away at you. For instance, I did this once. Years ago, I cheated on a girl and she never found out because my mama didn't raise no fool. But he ate away at me, and eventually after we split, I told her. And the crazy thing is this, she was never the same with me again. To this day, if I was to meet her today, there would be a coldness that she would have to me that wouldn't have been there if I didn't tell her that I did what I did. it eats away at you. Let's say you do it and you get away with it. She doesn't know, but you know. So now in your head, you can't just be with her. You have to like run two programs at once. So she goes,
Yeah, what did you do over the weekend?
and now there's the thing you actually did. You have to concoct a whole story on top of that. And then you have to start remembering lies. It takes a mental load. Then there's the fact that you know that you messed up. She is resting her head on your chest and she's laughing and she's giggling. To her, she's with her man and everything is safe. But you know everything isn't safe because you know what you did. See, I know people who are fake, false, disingenuous people. And what I know about these people is that fake, false, disingenuous nature eats away at them. Literally like maggots feasting on a corpse, like a cancer eroding a frigging body. It eats away. And this will do this to you as well. It will. You know why? Because you're still watching this video. The guy, look, there are men who just do this and wouldn't care. There are. But those men didn't click the video. And if they did, they didn't watch as far as you're watching. You're watching because this is resonating with you. You're like me. You're not that guy. You have a heart beating in your chest and an actual soul. And you don't want to be the reason or the cause of the death of someone's innocence and trust. My best friend at university always trusted me with his girlfriend. He always did. So we'd be in bars and clubs and he'd be like, yeah, Kieran, dance with her. I'm going to go get a drink. You keep her company. You dance with her. He had such trust in me that I was like, bro, I would never even dream of touching this woman because I don't want to be the person to do something like that and then kill the innocent trust that he had, which was a very beautiful thing. You don't want to be that guy either. You really don't. Editing yourself, create two different versions of reality. You don't want that. What kind of guy do you want to be? What sort of man do you want to be? I understand. You want to know that you still got it as well. Do you still have it? You are more attractive to women now than you were when you were single. It's crazy how that works, isn't it? It's crazy that when you're single, girls are like, eh. But once they see that you're taken, it's like you've got a 5-star Yelp review. And now they're like, well, excuse me, Mr. Handsome and Sexy. And you're like, well, wasn't I handsome and sexy a year ago, 6 months ago? Why now? Female pre-selection is a real thing. I get it. When you were single, if you're like me, when you're single, you have techniques, right? Strategies to attract women. Some absolutely sensational, some less than sensational, but you had your techniques. Then, if you're like me, you get into a relationship and you start to forget those techniques because you're no longer using them. You know, they say like a footballer has to be match fit or an MMA fighter has ring rust, as in they haven't had a fight for like a year and a half and they're ring rust, they're rusty. You get a bit rusty, you want to know if you still got it. You do. And then you also want the novelty, that novelty. But the thing is this, what matters more to you? Is it the novelty of a young, fresh body? Or is it the connection that you have with your woman? What matters more? Because if it's the novelty, leave her then and just go get your novelty. But if it's the connection, then nurture that and just stay true to it. Why were you thinking about doing this anyway? Maybe you feel there's something that you're annoyed with about her, like you feel let down emotionally or something like this. I don't know. I don't know. But that's what you feel. All right, cool. Speak to her about whatever that is. Have a conversation about whatever that is. That is not going to go away unless you talk about it. Yeah, have a conversation. That's what I'm trying to say. Have a conversation. But also, is there some sexual act that you want to perform or you would like her to perform and you don't think that she's into it or she said it? Like, have this conversation too. You got to have this conversation. Get stuff out and into the open because I spoke about people I know who are less than forthright. They don't have real conversations with anybody. So here we are. But anyway, so that's been it for yours truly with this video. I hope it's resonated. I hope it has. I really do. And I'd love to know as well. So if you could drop a message in the comments and just say, like, if this resonated with me, let me know. If you're like, yo, I was really thinking about making a bad decision and I haven't done it, thank you, let me know. Now, if you've got a burner YouTube account, use that, okay? Because if you've got like an account that has your name on, like mine, saying Kieran Brown, we don't need your woman to see to see you posting that you were thinking of cheating on her, right? So use a burner. But the point is, I would still like to know. I've got a couple of ebooks. Well, couple of things. Number one is an ebook called 12 Secrets About Attracting Women Society Won't Tell You. So if you're single, or maybe if you're in a relationship, either way, and it's not going the way you would like, you read this ebook and it's going to illuminate a lot, 100%. You'll be like, whoa, whoa. I'm looking at women in a totally new lens that I wasn't previously. The other one is the AI seduction protocol. This is protocol that will show you how to use artificial intelligence to attract the women of your dreams or to keep the woman of your dreams that's already present. Link in the description. Merci beaucoup for your time. Take care. Take it easy. Ciao and bye.